We spend a lot of time in our world in this spot right over here. This is our favorite spot. And for good reason. It's right next to our storage room. Oh, it's a fine storage room. We use this thing all the time. You know, it's got a little bit of everything in, so we just pick up a couple stacks of whatever we need and we're on our way. Well, after this episode, I'm hoping that might change a little bit because we got a couple plans for the Nexus today. I know we're done with the Nexus, but we're never done with the Nexus. If you think about what the Nexus is, what are its pros? Well, it's a massive storage room. It's got a lot of storage space. That's something the man cave storage room doesn't really have. I've been kind of getting around it by keeping stuff stored in shulker boxes, which works, but uses up a lot of shulker boxes, right? The other thing this does great is it's got an auto sorting system and retrieval system, but what it really lacks, what the Nexus fails at, is being able to come in here, pick up items quickly, and then get out. So I was thinking about it, and we actually have the perfect thing to cover that weakness now. We're going to be installing the Ender Chest storage system in these wings on each side of the Nexus. You know, we didn't really know what to do with these rooms. We have an unfinished roof in here, and I thought it would be perfect because they need to go like in the roof. So that's what we're going to be doing, and they allow us to pick up a little bit of everything, not just quickly, but automatically. So we're going to be placing a shulker box loading station where each of these netherrack are. That's where the shulker box is going to be, and we place 5 hoppers facing into the shulker box. Of course, each hopper holds 5 different items, so 5 times 5, that's 25 different items we can potentially automatically refill into a shulker box, and they hold 27 different items, so it's just about perfect, right? There's 2 items that we use least often, we're not going to be able to automatically refill, but otherwise, we can cover like every item in the game probably with 16 of these stations, so 8 on this side, 8 on the other side. And above each hopper, we're going to place a double chest to automatically refill the hopper. And so we can have like quite a bit of stock here, actually. And there we go. It's pretty much all set up. So the tricky part of this is not setting up the storage system, it's filling it. That's what's going to take the most time here. Now, I'll probably be doing most of this off camera, but just to give you an idea of what's involved in stocking that thing initially, it's great when it's all done. It's going to be so amazing. But to initially stock it does take quite a bit of time. We got to get like 12 stacks of each item in each category. So one category, nether stuff. We got to get like 12 stacks of each of these things. So either we collect it from what we have on hand or we got to farm it. I'm sure we got some of those things, but we're going to have to farm some of them as well. What's in here, actually? Let's check our bulk storage. I think this is all pumpkins. Oh, actually, yeah, that's one of the things we need. Oh, okay. So we can easily get 12 stacks of those, no problem. Let's check out what we got in here. So we have netherrack. Let's see, that's 12 stacks there. Good, good. There's a lot of moving stuff around, too. Looks like we got some of these. Not quite enough, though. And what's that, snow? Don't need snow. We need the blackstone, though. 12 stacks of these. I think a lot of the nether stuff we have in our piglin trading system, so we should check that out too. Alright, so we ran around a bit here and we got some things to drop off. So now we got to pick one of these stations for the nether stuff. So let's just say this one here. And then I like to kind of group it into things of 5 if I can as well. So if we look at this easily, quartz can go into a group of 5, the 5 different types of quartz. 5 different types of blackstone should go in their own hopper. And then we just drop them in here, doot, 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 like that, and now we have somewhere to actually unload the blackstone we collected. So this is the cracked stuff, and then I'll just make a line like this, and then fill her up. And as much as I would love to get this all finished today, there's just no way that's going to happen. There's so much to do here. But we almost got the nether stuff thing filled. This is also kind of good because it's going to show us weaknesses in our current world. Like, what items aren't we really able to get? So I did go to the piglin trading system and it was empty. Like, I've taken all the stuff out of there previously, I guess. So we don't have crying obsidian, we don't have blackstone at the moment, and quartz. We got to set up villager trading for that. This is our total like quartz supply right now. So it's pretty pathetic. So even though that's not fully loaded at the moment, we can still use it. It's just kind of nice to get 12 stacks of everything to begin with. It saves a lot of work. So if we want to top off our nether stuff box, we just go under here and throw it in, and now it's going to automatically fill up with stuff. The other thing we're going to be doing with the Nexus, though, if we look in what's being stored in there, honestly, there's a lot of stuff we don't need to store. Here's a perfect example. Maybe when the bundles come out, I don't know, but like leads, rabbit hide, yeah, we probably don't need to actually store that. There's probably 0 in the system. So food as well, probably we're going to remove that from the list, and then we're going to add some of the things we're missing in here. Like we put this all together, I think back in 1.9 or something, and there's so many new blocks in the game, like pretty much everything in here isn't being stored in the Nexus. So I got to go through the menu and like redo all the item filters and stuff we have, so this will actually be more useful. Okay, well, this is going to be a bit tricky. I've been working it out here though, and I think we got a list figured out. This is the stuff I would like to add to the Nexus, the things that are missing, and oh, we don't have enough space. And we don't even have glazed terracotta and concrete on that. That would add another 48 items. So we're going to have to make some sacrifices here because we only have room for 256 different items. Now, for some of these, like redstone, for example, I've added in redstone blocks. So rather than just storing redstone dust, we're going to switch over to redstone blocks because it's more compact. And same with a lot of other things like iron, gold, lapis, coal, emeralds, bone blocks. You know, rather than just having, I think we only had an individual thing here, we're going to store it compressed because that makes more sense. Oh, snappers. All right, well, we've been at this for a few hours now, and just doing the spring cleaning, you know, things are starting to get organized. It's like when you go to a restaurant and they hand you the menu and you go to grab it and it's like, oh, there's something sticky on here. Some jam or something worse maybe even. Oh, it's so gross. Why don't they wash the menus, get new menus? Well, the Nexus finally has a new menu, guys. Look at this. So, got rid of all the useless stuff. Well, it's not useless, but it's like seldom used. So we got rid of all the stairs, slabs, fences that we weren't really using before. Like all the highly processed stuff we don't need. Got rid of planks, just storing the logs instead. And like detector rails, activator rails, we don't need those stored. So I tried to get the more useless stuff out of here and put the better stuff in now. We got like a plant chest over here. Anyways, let's get to some other stuff now. So this zombie has been here forever. We're gonna finally release him. He's gonna be our patient 0 in our villager breeding thing we set up in the nether recently. We gotta get their trade prices down. Okay, he's here. Good. Follow me. I got some friends for you to meet. All right, here he comes. Run. So these villagers up here, I wasn't really intending on making this a trading system, but it'll function as a lazy one for now until we actually set up a good one. Oh, there's a carpet there. Does this work? Is this a bad idea? This is so scary. All right, let's throw weakness. All right, very good. So we ended up infecting and curing the villagers 3 times, and their trade prices they're not as low as they can go, but they're pretty good. Like we can get books for an emerald now and stuff. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Once they get a good trade like mending, I'll probably start trading with them to unlock their other trades. I want to get the glass trade unlocked with a few guys, so we can actually buy glass instead of smelting it. Oh, we got fire aspect. That's not bad. That worked out pretty good. We'll also probably get a couple mason guys over here, so let's switch out a few of these, and maybe a few farmers. So we're going to get rid of some of the librarians, get masons instead. One thing I've kind of noticed with villagers is everybody seems to have their own favorite guy. Like, I know a lot of people like to set up an iron farm, and then they just trade iron to the weaponsmiths or whatever. I like the masons, personally. I think they're my favorite. Because they always have like a stone trade, and then there's usually like a diorite or granite or andesite trade. So not only do they buy a lot of useless things off of you, but then they sell you really good stuff too, which makes them like the complete package. You can buy bricks off of them, glazed terracotta, regular terracotta. Quartz is what we need here, so we'll be buying some of that. And they also sell like the... Oh, I don't want to talk to you. They sell like the polished andesite, granite, and diorite too. So yeah, I like the masons. By far my favorite. Nice. Alright everybody, well you might recall a few episodes ago we worked on a wither skeleton farm, and I don't think we got all the way done with it, but it's like all done now. It's all finished up and it's working pretty good. Got most of our nether slabbed out now, and yeah, we just head down here. We got an auto sorting system for it and stuff here as well. Walk up to them, smack them with the sword, and we get tons of bones, tons of gold. So we're gonna be starting a new project today. Right next to this thing, we are gonna be building a gold farm. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, before you guys freak out at me and you're like, Etho, another gold farm. What is that, number 4, number 5? The truth is, we really do need a gold farm, though. Like, this goon farm is mostly just an iron farm. We get a trickle of gold from it, but it hasn't been enough. We can AFK at it, but I usually don't like to AFK in my world. So, in general, we're kind of running out of gold. Like, even today, to do that villager thing, we used, like, a stack of gold blocks, and now we're out again. And it's been, like, weeks of collecting that. So the problem is all the gold farms we have operational are above the bedrock ceiling, and the higher you place a mob farm in your world, the worse your rates are, because if it's trying to place a mob, like spawn a mob up at the platform there, it checks all the airspace below that and tries to place mobs there as well, and most of the time it's going to fail. So you very rarely actually get a mob spawning there. But if you build a farm under the ceiling, it's a little bit more tricky. You gotta, like, spawn-proof your nether if you do that. You'll get better rates, though. The ultimate is to remove the bedrock ceiling and build it way down at the bottom of the world, but that is, like, very tricky, and I don't have the energy for that today. So, the plan is to build it right next to our wither skeleton farm here, like, right over here is going to be the killing chamber, hopefully. And then we can kind of use both of them at the same time, maybe. But we'll see. We'll add like on-off switches to both of them as well. Alright, well I guess let's get into building this thing. So I did bring some supplies over. We got some glass from those villagers, so I didn't have to farm sand or anything. That was nice. And I got a bunch of magma blocks back when we were filling the Nexus up there. So I think we have pretty much everything we need. Now we want to build this gold farm as close to the wither skeleton farm as possible so it's convenient, but we also don't want it to interfere with each other. So the wither skeleton spawning pad is at the dirt there. We're going to go 4 blocks from that. And we're going to build the killing chamber first. It's going to be a bit confusing until we actually get the whole thing done, probably. But I think this is going to be our ring. We're going to try to drop the piglins into a 3x3 area. And then over here will be 3 pistons to collect the drops together into the middle. We're going to try to get it all into a 1x1 area. And then we'll have a piston on the side here, and a piston over here. And then let's get 3 more on this side. And I think that will push all the drops to the center then. So yeah, we're going to build a bunch of spawning platforms up above here for the piglins to drop down, and we'll drop them into the 3x3 area onto hay bales. Hay bales reduce fall damage, so they will hopefully not die from the drop. We're going to want to kill them with looting. Is the idea behind this whole farm. We're not going to make an AFK farm. We want to use the looting sword so they actually drop the gold ingots, and we'll be able to get gold very quickly from this. I just went ahead and placed a bunch of blocks here so we could do the redstone quickly together. The idea is we're going to try trigger these 3 pistons and those 3 pistons first together, and then we'll trigger these 2 side ones afterwards. So the drops will get collected over here, and then pushed to the center. So to do that, we want a little bit extra delay on the side pistons. We'll go for 3 ticks. These ones will be at 1 tick. And same deal over here, 3 ticks. And then we run redstone all combined together here, down here. Oop, run underneath, over to here, to the other side, and I'm trapped. Uh-oh, that wasn't in the plan. Oh, I almost fell in the lava there. Run it around, and then again, 3 more pistons to the back here. So now when the redstone gets triggered, all the pistons will go together. Oh, I missed a piece there. Okay, all good. And then over down here, what we're going to do is, I think, 2 ticks. We'll have a sticky piston over here. And the drops are going to be falling here, right? So we're going to drop them onto an ender chest. Because ender chests don't get moved by slime blocks or honey blocks. Here we go. All right, so our items are going to fall in the ender chest, and then we're going to push them with honey. So after the honey block pushes the items off the ender chest here, we're going to have another sticky piston with a slime block. I think down here is where we want it. And that'll push them down an ice path or something into our item filters. All right, well, if the piston noises weren't bad enough before, we're going to be adding a few more here. So I built a hopper clock right next to this thing, and we're going to connect it up. We got 8 items inside there. And we'll have a redstone torch on the side. You see that pulses every time it triggers. I guess every second time. Yeah. And then we'll go to observer. And now these should start firing. There we go. And now any items on the 3x3 area here should get combined together and drop down the center onto our ender chest. And then they'll get moved by the honey block on the next cycle. If it actually worked. Oh no, what's wrong? Why you no push? Oh, I left a glass block under these. Yeah, you gotta make sure nothing's sticking to it. I'll probably have to put glazed terracotta next to it. Oh, you saw it get shot into the lava there, though. So that'll be for the future. We'll set that up. Whoa. For now, let's just work on the platforms next. Oh yeah, and also, I think we're gonna have a column of glass down the center, like built all the way up. Glass in the center, glass on the sides. In the very center, we got to make sure baby piglins don't fall down there. So we're going to try sneaking an end rod. And items should be able to fit between that still, but the baby piglins won't. And it also gives us a little bit of extra lighting. Oh, wait a second. One other thing I forgot about. We also have to be able to kill them, right? So we're going to leave a 1x1 hole here. And then we're going to carpet over this. Try hide our redstone if we can. And then we'll just like go into like this and swing our sword at the pigmen in here. Okay, so next up here, we're going to be building this glass tube 24 blocks up because mobs can't spawn within 24 blocks of your player. Cool, cool. So we got our tube built, and now we're going to fill the space between the top of our tube and the ceiling with magma block platforms for spawning in the zombie pigmen. So I decided let's go to the top of this first, all the way up to the ceiling. And this is the pattern I'm going to go for. It doesn't really matter too much the shape and whatever you do, but I like this pattern because we can put dispensers above these holes and drop lava down to light up the platform enough where zombie pigmen won't be able to spawn, and then you can have an on-off switch for it. Oh, snap. Okay, so there's one thing we don't have that we got to get here still. Turtle eggs. We need turtle eggs for the zombie pigmen to chase. They're pretty easy to get if I'm not mistaken. So you feed them the seagrass. They scoot around on the beach for a little bit. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. There we go. Yes. Okay, we got some turtle eggs. And then you can just feed them again, I think. Like right away. And steal these ones. It's a great system. Yoink. You know what? This is actually a pretty big project. It's one of those ones. It's like, oh, I just got to build a bunch of platforms. How hard could that be, right? Well, I ended up mining a bunch of space around the platform and the ceiling there, 5 blocks out all around. And then, even though it's a simple repeating pattern, it's just a lot of blocks to place when it comes down to it. So we just got this center thing to finish up, and then it's done. So I think we got about 20 platforms in total, though. I think we're going to start the trapdoors here. And then we just hop on and stack up to the top. Oh, we're at the top. Okay, here's the fun part now. I love doing this. Oh, this is so satisfying. I don't know why. Good stuff. So we got the trapdoors all the way up the center now on all 4 sides. These trick the zombie pigmen into walking off the edge here, and they also protect the eggs, making sure nobody can get to them. So the other thing we gotta do now is just put the eggs in. So we're at the top of the ceiling. You can skip every other platform. So we're going to go down one. And you want to place them at the head level. So I'm going to put a glass block here. And then one egg over here. And now the platform above this platform, I think they all can see that egg. Then we can go down. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're walking on magma blocks, you can use a fire resistant potion, hold shift or frost walker to stop taking damage. So we're gonna skip this platform or go down another one. If I can, carefully. Elytra wings help out a lot here. And then we're gonna do another one over here, head level again. And then they should see that pretty quickly. Yeah, there they go. Bunch of fools. Oh, snappers. All right, we got it pretty much all done here. We just got to do the sorting system and that for it, the collection system, but everything else is working. We did add an on-off switch for the wither skeleton farm, so it's off right now. We just have lava pouring down and lighting up the layers there. This is a bit of a mess at the moment. But it's working pretty good. So we just stand here, smack them with the sword, and they fall down at a pretty good rate. They're all pretty much a one-hit kill with our sword. And as far as I can tell, none of them are getting stuck on the platform up there, which is awesome. Now we have one little problem to work out. It turns out the baby pigmen can still fit through that middle end rod, or I switched out with a chain because I kept accidentally hitting it. But yeah, we're getting good rates, so I'm pretty happy with that. We can stand here and get XP, no problem. But the thing is, the little guys are getting through, and well, yeah, I don't know what to do about them. I think it might be because all the piston heads are extended at the same time. Maybe if we alternate them a little bit, we won't have the issue. Like if we set these repeaters all the way to 8 or something, then maybe they'll stop squeezing through. Currently my best idea. Let's kill these guys. They're just like non-stop picking up all the swords. And the idea is we're going to launch the items up here and then launch them to the right, and then they'll go through some item filters. We can't just send this stuff into a hopper because we're collecting it way too quickly. Like probably 5 or 6 times hopper speed at least. And we're going to want to set up some smelters for the swords. It's definitely worth smelting those down for the gold. I can't hit these guys. There we go. They're all gone now. Let's see if any more show up there after we kill a few. Oh, we're finally gonna have gold though. I'm so excited about this. I've wanted a good gold farm for a very long time now, and we finally have one. Just gotta do a little bit more work to it. Yeah, another guy got through again. But I'm thinking that's enough of that project for me today. I've been over there for many hours now. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that went. If you have ideas on what we should do to finish it off, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get the item sorter set up between episodes and polished up. Now, before we finish things here today, there's a couple things I want to check out and show you guys. So, since the World Tour episode, I got a couple spoilers in the comments on where some spawners are hidden in the world. So, apparently there was a double skeleton spawner underneath the windmill, like directly under it. Where's the other one? I did find the other one. Oh, it's over here. I guess they're kind of spaced out apart from each other. So that's kind of cool if we ever want to get like a bone farm going on. But you guys have also mentioned there's not a double spawner, not a triple spawner, not a quad spawner, but 5 spawners all in one location somewhere around our pumpkin farm here. So we're going to try find those. And we won't do anything with them today, but maybe sometime in the future. It'd be a fun little project. I want to show you guys though the X-ray trick in case you guys don't know about it, because I love using this thing. This is great like when you're playing single player and you're like you don't have a cam account and you're trying to light up all the caves for a mob system or something. That's not fun to do without like seeing into the world. So this is a great way of doing it. You can just like check things out. You can see all the mobs kind of lit up as well. See if they're spawning places you don't want them to. Not really seeing any spawners though. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so there's one over there for sure. Sometimes the caves don't get rendered though, so this isn't the best at looking into caves, really. Oh, there's one over there too. Oh, and I see a cave spider spawner there. I'm assuming a few of them must be cave spider spawners, right? To get 5 together. No! Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. I don't know where that was. Oh, is this it? This is it. Okay. Whew. Oh, no, no, no. I slipped. I tried to hit shift. Oh, that was bad. I deserve to die there on that one for sure. Yeah, this area, there is something going on in this area. As soon as I came back here, it's like non-stop. Oh, here's one spawner. Oh, and a cave spider spawner. Okay, that's at least a double. What do we got in here? Skeletons, nice. You know, even though I've been playing this game forever, I still really enjoy caving. Caving has never lost its charm for me. I'm kind of sad I don't have a reason to do it anymore. You know? Because you just trade for villagers for everything now. Or iron farm everything. I don't know. I miss the caving. I think this might be it, actually. So we're at Z500-ish at this zombie spawner. We got a saddle. I'll take it. We go down the stairs here. This took me a while to find them all. So this is 514, 518. They have to be within 32 blocks of each other. Otherwise, they're too far apart. And then 521 down here. So that's definitely within range, right? 21 blocks. And the other one's over here. So that's 5 spawners. So 3 of them are cave spiders. One's a skelly. And one's a zombie. Cool, cool. Well, we found it. So the pumpkin farm's over here. And it was actually a bit further away than I expected. It is all the way over here. This is the zombie spawner. Whoop. Oh yeah, and I should probably talk about my nemesis here as well. So last episode, you might remember we were trying to install a switch to farm dark oak trees at our tree farm, and it blew up at the end of the episode, and I rage quit. I did get it rebuilt. I made a major mistake though. I forgot to put some sort of lighting in the tunnel. And, you know, it was fine, but then I came back later and the tree farm blew up again because apparently a mob spawned down there and walked on the pressure plate and, like, blew up the tree farm a second time. So I rebuilt it twice and it's all good now. Well, I think that's where we're going to have to wrap up this episode for today, everybody. I was thinking about it. We didn't really do anything, like, new and exciting. Well, we built a gold farm, but, like, number 5. Come on. But in terms of like making useful progress in our world, this was probably the episode where we did the most. Like we got the Nexus updated, we got the Ender Chest system, we built a gold farm, and now we can use our piglin bartering, and we did the villager stuff. It's like, yeah, bartering, villagers, storage, like the 3 main things you want in your life when you're playing Minecraft. We did them all today. So that was kind of cool. Anyways, the comment of the day says, Etho, do you have any background whatsoever in architecture? I think your years of building in Minecraft has kind of naturally trained you to think about more of the basics of architecture. This is pretty cool if you don't have a background because that means through pure experimentation and experience building, you've generated pretty distinct aesthetic and rule set for your builds you do. This is something that I always found very fascinating about Minecraft. You can figure out, like, everybody seems to develop their own unique style. I know a Nebros build when I see a Nebros build. Or when I'm flying around the Hermitcraft server, and I don't know who built something, just looking at the build, I can usually figure it out now. Like, yeah, everybody seems to develop their own patterns and stuff, and I'm no exception to that. I don't have a background in architecture, though. No. I generally don't like to follow the standard, like, foundation, walls, roof. You know, I build more abstract in Minecraft, I find. Occasionally, I'll try build a house like this one we're in here, but it's pretty rare that I do something like that. Speaking of bartering, we got some gold to trade today. So I'm going to do that right now. But that's probably going to be the end of this episode, everybody. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And of course, I love reading your guys' comments. I read probably at least 90% of them, so I appreciate any feedback you leave on the episodes as well. Anyways, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.